Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is 13ULTRALORD79 here with my 5th Wi-Fi battle, I believe, or if I'm wrong, I'll correct it right now. Anyways, this is against a fellow YouTuber of mine called Halo15Freak. Me and him, we go way back into my Battle Revolution days. Our first battles used to be on Battle Revolution, so it's always a nice little challenge fighting him, but let's see what happens this time. So he goes ahead and leads up to this so to be called his Sky Mori, and I live with my Chandelure. Since I know usually the first turn is for him to set up, but I know Chandelure can make a great dent into their team. But he goes for the Night Days, and that pretty much gives it away. That's Zoroark, because he did have Zoroark on his team, but I already knew that that was his lead. But just in case if it wasn't, I went for the safe Fire Blast. Oh, yeah, I went for the safe Fire Blast, but missed, and that pretty much cost me my Chandelure there. We go for the extra Sensory. And there goes my Chandelure, or my Grace. So my Chandelure goes down, and I'm over here getting angry. So I send out my Superior, and I throw the Leaf Storm, because I know I cannot speed this thing, but it missed again. So at this point, I'm getting frustrated with my team. I'm thinking that everyone's going to miss their moves, that just all these paranoid thoughts. But I don't lose hope in my guys. So that takes me almost exactly to half. But I go ahead and go for the Leaf Storm again. And it knocks it down to its Sash, which I pretty much knew it was Sash. But I get my special attack increase there, and transfers back to Zoroark. And he uses another Night Days, and I think that's the end of my Superior there. So I lost two guys to the Zoroark. So I lost my Superior to a Zoroark, and I sent on my Conqueror, which I will be calling Ultra Location. But I go for the Mach Punch here just to like finish it off. And there goes the Zoroark. So I lost two of my guys due to the Zoroark, and I'm pretty much frustrated at this thing. But I go ahead and set up. I think I go for my Bulk up here. And he goes for the Stealth Rocks, which I get a free Bulk up from it. Now that I'm building stats, I think I predict a Brave Bird next or something like that. And I go for my he goes for the Woolwind, whatever how you pronounce it. And my Dream Punch, luckily, well, he goes first in school, and it's like a priority move, so it goes last. And he rolls out my Deoxys, which pretty much just rolled his Sky Mori, I'd say. And I think I go for the Charge Beam here, predicting another Whirlwind since I know he's not going to want to deal with my Deoxys. Give it your lefties. Yada yada. And I go for my Charge Beam there. And it does a decent amount of damage. I mean, I get the special attack increase, which is okay with me, but I know I'm going to get Whirlwind. And there he goes again. And he pulls out my Conqueror again. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm going to Drain Punch him. And that's exactly what I do. And he goes for the Brave Bird. I'm getting too much ahead. But yeah, he goes for the Brave Bird, and I... Oh, come on, Breath is okay. Look at that. But again, yeah, he goes for the Brave Bird, and it pretty much knocks me down to half, I believe, but since Conqueror is a great tank, he takes it like a champ. And of course, Gamora takes recoil from that, and I just go for my Drain Punch there, just to try to leech off any other health he has. When I get Lefty's recovery, I'm just not giving home leftovers, it's just really focused. And he pulls out his Garchomp there. Now me, I wasn't really sure if my Conqueror was going to live, but if he did, I went for the Drain Punch. And like previous battles you guys have seen, Conqueror pulls through like a champ. And I go for my Drain Punch, and I just wreck his Garchomp. I mean, but it's not enough to take it down. And I think a Mach Punch would be enough to take it down, I believe. A Mach Punch. I was assuming that a Mach Punch would be enough to take it down, but this Garchomp barely holds on, which irritated me. But he killed himself through the Life Orb recoil, but I just wanted my Conqueror to live. There goes my Conqueror, and then there goes his Garchomp. So at this point, we're pretty much all tied up here. 3-on-3. He pulls out his Terrakin, and I pull out my Deoxys. And I just pretty much, my full point was just to wall his team. And that's exactly what I do. So I just start setting up my Cosmic Powers. And he goes for his Rock Slide, but... Oh, look how much I did. So I set up my Cosmic Power, which pretty much, I believe, irritated him. Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry, adjusted for that. But, leftover recovery and all. And he goes for the Swords Dance. And I think that's where I go for the safe recover, just to try to live from anything he throws at me. But he goes for the Swords Dance, which is pretty much why I wish I packed Taunt on my Deoxys, but I don't. So now I'm at full health again, and I try to set up as many Cosmic Powers as I can now, since I know this thing's gonna try to pretty much sweep my Deoxys. And knowing these guys are pretty much beasts. So I set up my second Cosmic Power. And he goes for another Rock Slide, and my Deoxys, I believe he eats that move like crazy. Yeah, my Deoxys pretty much ate that thing's Rock Slide, plus 4 Rock Slide with Stab and Life Orb. And I just keep setting up Cosmic Powers. I mean, I don't want to deal with this thing. My whole point was to try to wall him. But I go for another recover just in case, you know. I want my Deoxys to live, of course. And he uses his final Swords Dance, and I'm at +4, I believe. +3 Cosmic Powers, so I know my Deoxys can just pretty much take anything he has to throw. And I go for my other recover, and he goes for a Rock Slide. And I think that takes me down more than half. And I go for my other Cosmic Power. At this point, oh, that's right, and I flinch. That's right, I'm sorry. And that pretty much was the reason why my Deoxys fell, because I flinched. But he goes for another Rock Slide, and that's the end of my Deoxys, I believe. So at this point, I'm pretty much terrified of this thing, since it does have +6 attack. So I sent out my Scarfed Arcanine just to try to take this thing out, because my first suspicion was that the thing is Scarfed, but it's not, luckily. And I go for my Close Combat here, and I just pretty much take this thing down. So at this point, we're still all tied up, but he pulls out his Dragonite, and this thing is just gonna wreck my team. Oh my god, I cannot stand this Dragonite. Since my Arcanine is Scarfed, I have to switch out since I don't want to attack this thing with a Close Combat. And I go out into my Umbreon there, and I pretty much just try to again wall his guy. Since Umbreon is pretty much like a wall support thing for my team. And he starts to set up Dragon Dance, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, oh shit. I'm pretty much terrified of this Dragonite. When this started going on, I'm just like, oh crap. This is a reminder of last match we had, where I pretty much wrecked his team with my Dragonite, but I think it's his turn. And he goes up, and I set up a Wish just in case I live, you know, just so I can just try to poison this thing, but. He goes for another Dragon Dance, and I'm death-defied now. I know my team's not going to live. I know he cannot beat anything I have, which is just my Arcanine. And I just pretty much poison this thing. I don't know what I'm trying to do anymore at this point. I think I'm going to try to stall it out, but he has Lumberry, so that pretty much killed the mood. So I go for another Wish here, but he goes for his Outrage. And that's the end of Umbreon. And then the same thing will happen to my Arcanine. But other than that, good game, bro. At look forward to matches in the future. Other than that, yeah, there's pretty much nothing new else, except the fact that I will probably stop using Pokesav now. I probably will just start training. You know, just hatching and training since, yeah, I don't know. I'm getting bored with these Pokesaving things now. I think I'll just start training again. But yeah, guys, other than that, if you guys want to battle me, just send me a PM or something. You know, I don't even know anymore. So, yeah, see you guys around.